There are many different types of religions in the world. One of the most well-known and followed religions is Christianity.
There's an estimated 2 billion followers of Christian faith. The majority of these people are in the United States of America.
Around 33% of the world's population follows Christianity. It is by far the world's most widespread religion.
Let's start with where it all began. There's not an exact date for when Christianity began. However, after Jesus Christ was crucified in Golgotha, Calvary in 30 AD, people began to worship Jesus Christ. Today, it has expanded to become the world's most widespread religion.
The history of Christianity is mainly dealt with what led to the crucifixion of Jesus. He was a Jew from Judea, present-day Israel. In his early 30s, Jesus traveled from village to village, teaching the people about the kingdom of God and healing people.
The group of men that followed Jesus became his disciples. The Jewish authorities didn't like what Jesus was teaching. Jesus was crucified by these people, which meant he was nailed to a cross. The Christians believed that Jesus died for their sins, and 3 days after being crucified, would rise and give hope to the world.
Like other religions, Christians have their own set of beliefs and practices. Christians believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God and there is only one God. They believe that people who believe in Christianity and live without sin go to heaven, while unbelievers and sinners go to hell. Basic practices of Christianity include attending Christian church and reading from the Holy Bible.
People of Christian faith come from many different countries, such as England, Switzerland, and the U.S. Christianity is most relevant in America, with around 80% of Americans being Christian. The countries that practice Christianity all attend Christian churches and read from the Holy Bible. Throughout the Christian religion, there are some important people to know about.
Jesus, as you know, was a Jew from Judea who spread his teachings of God throughout Judea. Because of this, he was crucified. Christians believe that Jesus died for their sins, and that later he rose to heaven to give hope to the world.
According to the Bible, Adam and Eve were the first two people on earth, created by God. They were supposed to live forever, but when they listened to the devil and ate an apple from the tree of knowledge, God punished them by vanquishing their immortality.
Abraham was a man who always obeyed God. God tested his faith by telling Abraham to sacrifice his son, Isaac. Just before Abraham killed his son, God stopped him because he had proved his faith. In reward, Abraham's descendants came to make up the country of Israel.
Mary was the mother of Jesus. Christians believe that the father of Jesus was God. It should be noted that Mary maintained her virginity throughout her lifetime.
Moses was born in a dangerous time in Israel. His mom saved him by putting him in a basket and sending him down the Nile River. He was found by the Pharaoh's daughter and was raised in a royal place. Years later, he asked her to flee Egypt for killing an Egyptian who was beating an Israelite slave. A year later, God tells Moses to go back to Egypt to save the Israelites from slavery, which he does. Moses was considered the greatest prophet to ever live.
All religions have sacred writings. The only sacred writing in Christianity is the Holy Bible. The Bible has 66 books in it, all of which are said to be God-breathed. Christians read from the Holy Bible as a basic practice of Christianity. The Bible is split into two parts, which are the Old and New Testament. The Old Testament was written first. This part of the Bible is believed by the Judaism religion. After Jesus was born, the New Testament was written. This isn't believed by Judaism and is believed by Christians. Christians have a unique view on the afterlife. Christians say that believers in their faith will go to heaven in the afterlife. Christians have different views on what heaven is like. Some Christians believe that all non-believers and sinners go to hell. It's also unclear on what hell is like, but it is said to be extremely unpleasant. Christians live an honest life and confess their sins in order to go to heaven.
Christianity can be divided into 8 branches: Eastern Orthodoxy, Roman Catholicism, Oriental Orthodoxy, Assyrian churches, Protestantism, Restoranism, Anglican Communion, Pentecostal, and Mormon. There are 1,200 Christian organizations in North America and over 30,000 worldwide. Roman Catholicism, Baptist, Methodism, Lutheranism, Anglican Communion, and Pentecostal/Charismatic branch are the most popular branches of Christianity.
The cross, the crucifix, the Last Supper are some of the visuals that Christianity are most recognizable by.
Christian art is sacred art produced in an attempt to illustrate and portray the principles of Christianity. Christian art survives from near the beginning of Christianity. The oldest surviving painting was from around year 70.
The most well-known leaders of Christianity are God, His Son Jesus, and the 12 apostles: Simon, Andrew, James, John, Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, James, Matthew, Judas, Paul, and Theudas.
Christian architecture refers to the building of Christian churches. The simplest church building comprises of a single meeting space.
Christians live their lives like everyone else. Every day they go to school just like everyone else. They are supposed to go to church every Sunday and pray.
On October 4th, they found the oldest Christian inscription, which was found in Rome. The inscription, which was officially named NCE 150, was written in Greek and is dated back to the later half of the 2nd century. It was carved into stone and has quotes from the Gospel.
Some interesting facts about Christianity are that there are 66 books in the Bible, 1,184 chapters in the Bible, 773,692 words in the Bible, and God is mentioned 3,358 times in the Bible.
As you can see, Christianity is a very interesting religion. Its teachings have impacted an estimated 2 billion people's lives. Christianity is one of the most important religions in the world.